Hello everyone, and welcome back to Skyrim with Gord. Since the last episode, I took a few minutes to make sure Kasari had enough water and food to drink, got a good night's rest here at the inn, and then installed a new mod based on some feedback I received. Anyways, let's go over the new mod first. It'll just take a second. This mod is called Harvest. The comment was, I spend far too much time bending over gathering alchemical ingredients. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on what's called auto harvest with a distance of 175-ish, which means that if I'm walking down the road, I effectively have to walk over the plants to pick it up. So I have to go out of my way, I just don't have to bend down and grab the thing. And hopefully that will make the experience just a little more pleasant for everybody without making the game too broken. Everything else, I have to get the hard way. None of this crap, none of this crap. I'm not going to use any of these other things. Just auto harvest, short distance, and on a short distance inside as well. That'll take care of mushrooms and stuff that was also commented on after the first episode. So, Kasari, our wannabe mage, has a pile of stuff, not much gold, and a very long way to travel to get to Winterhold, which we are indeed going to do the hard way, not the easy way. So we're going to clear out the inventory a bit, examine a few items here, and head on our way, maybe get a job. So first things first, we have some slightly better armor that we picked up from our highwayman last night. So fur kilt and fur shoes, those will provide slightly better exposure protection than my current gear. Hide armor is limited. Fur kilt is better, I think. And we also have hide bracers and a hide helmet, which just ups my armor rating a bit, gets rid of this worn out crap that I was wearing before. Not going to wear this. This was a heck of a coup. This is part of the bandoliers and backpacks mod. And this is going to increase my carry weight by 200. It's worth 600 gold, but I think it's more valuable to me just as just in the ability to carry 200 pounds more of material. So we're going to throw that on, see how that works out for us. And beyond that, we've got a few potions, a very limited quantity of food. I'm going to spend a minute cooking before we head out, and a whole bunch of crafting ingredients. We'll deal with these later. Don't want to trigger those right now. One more cleaned pelt, and I can make a cloak for this cloak. That'll be a big and important thing. Ooh, alternate coins. I forgot about this. Yeah, there's some alternate currencies in one of the mods. So there's some thematically appropriate coins that will appear in my inventory on occasion. Quite pretty. But let's have a word with this innkeeper here.
Fate is the name. I keep the inn.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad to hear
Something different about you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
Alright, that was interesting. Let's see if there's any interesting rumors floating around.
Take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Alright, good stuff. How about... Oh, okay, I guess that's the work. Any other rumors?
Have you seen that Shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
That does sound interesting. Let's ask about magic.
Nords don't care much for magic. The college in Winterhold is about the only place it's not looked down on. Otherwise, you could talk to the Jarl's pet wizard in Solitude.
Not sure if I want to go to Solitude or not. Let's see what we can get rid of here. Alright. Let's see. I have a bunch of empty bottles, some raw wolf meat, and she is charging an arm and a leg for some of this food. Just for some apples. Well, that's cool. Speech plus 10 for 300 seconds, greatly decrease thirst. Hangover remedy, that's cool. Herbal tea is a hangover remedy. That's pretty funny. I think I'll refrain from buying anything because I only have 54 gold right now. That's not very much. I'll see what I can do about that water in a minute.
Until next time.
I could buy it from her. Actually, she would
The
fill all
meals
of
I
my
serve ain't
bottles
what I'd call a
for
Jarl's feast, but they'll fill your
10
belly.
gold. Nah, we'll boil the water later.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna char up. Oh, no, can't cook here. Let's see, is there a kitchen in her? Does she have a kitchen? It does not appear that there is anywhere to cook here. There's no spit over the fire or anything useful like that, so this place has served its purpose for me. Let's just quickly check that letter from the bounty, see if it's worth the trouble. By order of Elsif the Fair, bandits in Broken Ore Grotto. Okay. Broken Ore Grotto is located way over there. No, I'm not going there. That's not on the list for any time in the near future. Right, favorites. What's the shortcut for the quests list? Alright, so nothing useful there. My interest is getting from here.
You there. Heed my request. It'll only take a moment of your time. For what I ask plain. If you're a bard, for your own sake, do not sing, for your voice cannot compare to mine.
Well, I'm not a bard, I'm a mage, so yeah.
I was afraid as much. One cannot hide who truly is. Nobles, thanes, jarls, these are the sorts of people I consider my peers.
He's a bit of a dick. Who's this?
You, tell me, do you think I'm attractive?
That's a very forward question. Yeah.
I know that. That wasn't what I asked you. I asked you if you thought I was attractive. Pretty, adorable, cute. I'm fairly sure I'm all four of those things, and the High Elf is none.
Interesting.
Alduin is my arch enemy, my nemesis in love. Nelos is always talking to her, confiding in her, when he should be doing those things with me. It makes no sense why he prefers her company. Unlike that Somerset I saw, I'm a fellow Dunmer. Not to mention I'm cuter, funnier, and by far the more talented mage. And the worst part is they just met. How can he value the counsel of that drunk over his companion of 5 years?
Interesting. I don't really know what to do for this person, so I'm just
Farewell.
gonna head out for now. Alright, I think this place has run its course for the moment. Let's go outside and figure out our next move. Maybe hit a general store if there's one in Dragonbridge. Get rid of a bit of this excess gear that I'm carrying right now. Alright, so just for an example, that's a thistle right there. With the auto harvesting on, there we are. So that's how close I have to be for this to actually harvest. Poor bugger. It also doesn't harvest too quickly, so it won't grab everything as I run by. So it won't hit every item, and it won't. Yeah, that should be pretty fair. It's not a super high speed. Butterflies, on the other hand. Look at all those pretty butterflies. This is That's the outpost for the Legion. I'm not really interested in these people, so we'll ignore that for the moment. Let's find somebody who's willing to actually buy all my crap. I think you missed the pot, man. I think the pot is definitely not there. Ooh, worker stew. Thank you kindly. Use. Alright. I have no water. That's... Can I char some meat? I can. Anything else useful I can do? Let's see. Anything? Nothing without salt, basically. Salt is so important. Fortunately, there's a mod that increases the amount of salt present in the world in general. I just haven't found an adequate quantity of it, that's all. But that will tide me over for the moment, shall we say. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Make yourself useful and chop up some firewood. There's a few coins in it for you.
Yeah,
Her name's Olda. If you've met her, then you probably already know what I'm talking about. I swear that woman is the most spiteful shrew in all of Skyrim. I think there's a chunk of ice where her heart ought to be.
I gotta remember to read out what I'm actually saying. That's just something I'll have to get used to. Wood chopping block. I have no axe, so that's not gonna help too much. Does Dragonbridge not have a general store? I don't know this place very well. I actually haven't spent that much time in this area. So...
Working hard gives a man reason for drinking.
Let's see. I really do need to sell some of this junk I'm carrying.
Everything's in order.
Let's see what this guy has to say.
That lazy man.
Seen some mean-spirited folk pass through lately. Thought I was rid of those sorts when I left Markarth.
Alright. Nope. You're not a guy who will sell me anything. I don't think there's a general store. Oh, who are these people? They're not acting suspicious or anything.
Be careful.
Who do we have here? We have... Whoa! Are those vampires? On patrol? That's... kinda terrifying. Okay. In the realm of unexpected consequences. That definitely ranks pretty high. Okay then. That's, I think, a mod called Immersive Patrols. Let's see if these soldiers are willing to buy anything from me.
Do you have any regrets? Of course you do. We all do. They say regrets are the foundation of wisdom, for if we do not regret our mistakes, we are damned to repeat them. Our successes, meanwhile, need not to be remembered, for they only serve to bolster our temerity. That is why a general is haunted not by his victories in the battlefield, but those that slip from his grasp.
An interesting approach to life.
Until next time.
Yeah, these people... There's nobody who will buy anything from me in Dragon Bridge, which pretty much leaves heading to on my trip, which will be southward towards Falkreath most likely, or heading into Solitude. Based on the fact that there's a pretty nasty storm coming, I think I'll go to Solitude and see if there's any odd jobs or stuff I can do.
Careful.
Alright, here we go. I wasn't planning originally on going to Solitude, but just based on the failing weather, it would be really foolish to go any further. And it would also be pretty foolish to stay in one place in Dragonbridge. I mean, that'd be pretty boring for you guys. So we'll get out, we'll get a boat, we'll go and check out Solitude, maybe do a couple odd jobs, pick up a cloak, or if I can't, you know, find one more wolf. One more wolf. By the way, guys, thanks for screaming at me for not spotting that dagger sitting blithely out on the bedroll in the first episode. I couldn't believe that I missed that. That's just well up there in the realm of, really? Huh. That was kind of hilarious, actually. I laughed. I didn't even notice it during editing, to be honest. Anyways. Solitude. Here we come. And it's time to show off. We'll show off another mod. Let's see. Rather than just installing HD graphics for the cities, there's a series of mods known as the Sexy Solitude, Sexy Whiterun, and so on and so forth. It gives each city an independent and individual character, which is really quite classy. Just for example, welcome to Solitude. A little extra lavender. I might up that to 256. It's actually pretty balanced as is. Alright. Nothing of extraordinary fun happened on the way here, which is too bad, but Solitude is a much prettier city, as befitting an imperial capital. Alright, I am having some exposure problems. It's actually very cold in Solitude, slightly higher elevation, and it
Position.
Sorry, you need to go home.
What
Go home
is
and
going
stay
on
there
here?
until your mother comes. Not right now.
Traitor!
Get on with it!
Traitor!
extremely unfortunate. It appears they're going to let this poor guy die of exposure before they execute him.
Traitor!
Get on with it!
Alright, well,
Traitor!
forget about it. We'll
Gate guard you were!
go warm up in the tavern for a bit and check in on this execution in the aftermath. It's actually the first time I've seen that event hang up like that, so I'm not quite sure what to do about that,
Yes?
really. Let's see if this guy will buy anything more useful.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Expensive food that I can't afford. Yeah, and salt. Okay, that's where salt's expensive. 16 per. My
Remember
goodness.
the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Need something?
That's quite the outfit you've got, sir. We'll have a word with him later. There's a lot of people here. Alright, dried out, warmed up.
Seems there's always more to be done.
That should be sufficient. Let's go outside again and have a word with...
Hey! Watch what you're doing!
What? Oh, what's going on?
I'm
telling you, I heard them. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Alrighty then. What's triggered a combat event? Nothing. Okay, just a minor glitch. Well, I'm very sorry I didn't get to trigger the Rockveer execution. That's a very interesting storyline.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all... You were there for Rogvir's execution. Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting off the Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter. You really don't know? He lets Ulfric's Stormcloak escape Solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out.
Very unfortunate. Alright.
People to see and places to go, huh? Later then.
Let's have a word with our alchemist friend here in Solitude. Well, not friend, just a person who happens to do alchemy. Maybe I can use her alchemy table to turn some of this stuff into potions.
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun?
No, haven't been there yet.
Ah, well. It was a long shot. Take a look.
Okay, that was random. I must have accidentally clicked something. Yeah, look at the price of these potions. 646 for a potion of cure disease. 2,000 for extreme stamina. Simple potion of health is 500 gold. Yeah, we're going to be crafting potions here. You mentioned something about Whiterun
My
before.
daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help.
I haven't met her, but I could try to get more information.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. Don't forget me next time you need herbs
a
and
simple way to
potions.
make a friend here in Solitude. I'm also going to borrow your alchemy table. This is the only time I'm probably going to show this on screen, just because. And actually, I need to do the foolish thing first, which is take the ingredients and eat one of each, just to see what happens, because this is how we learn about potion making. We eat things that are probably really unhealthy for us. I'm going to leave the salt pile because we're going to need that for cooking. Okay, and hopefully I don't drop dead. Nope, none of them are powerful enough. Oh, right. I'll deal with those later. The little icons in the upper right corner, they're condition markers from a mod. I haven't disabled those. Okay. So my primary interest in the long run is going to be Restore Magicka and Fortify Magicka potions. But in the early days, it's going to be Restore Health. And I can actually craft Restore Health potions. Those aren't bad. One.
An interesting
Okay.
mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice.
Interesting. Alright. So a few Restore Health potions. And let's just slap a few more things together here. Let's see, it's usually you put 3 things together to see what happens. And hopefully you discover a few effects. There's a few more Restore Health options. Mix them together and see what happens. A tried and true method of discovering things. A utter waste of ingredients, but Lingering damage magicka, that's an interesting poison. Ooh, a really ratty restore health potion. And I think that's it for those guys. Let's spend some time on thistles. A level! Finally. I can put a bit of time into making my destruction spells better. Okay, I think that will do for the moment. Quit alchemy. That's quite the shirt she's wearing, or not wearing as the case may be. She is wearing it, so I guess that's just the way it works. Hide armor might be better though. Let's go with that. Better armor. Survivability. Doesn't look like she's dressed in a bra. You know, useful things like that.
It's good to see a... so
actually,
you're an alchemist then?
If I understand one of my mods properly, I should
Take a
get
look.
better prices for things if I do basically make her my friend. So let's just confirm that. So we've got a poison of lingering magic damage magicka, and she'll give me 17 gold for it right now. So let's
forget me next
go and
time
do
you
this
need
errand
guards
for
or
her. We'll see if that makes any difference in the price of the items I want to buy. Anyways, Captain Aldous is somebody I've dealt with before. First things first though, let's have a quick word with Mr. Blacksmith here.
Seems there's no way.
Quickly sell off the junk that I'm not going to need. A few extra weapons. Oh, sell. So a rotten old iron sword. Let's keep the quarterstaff just for kicks. Just for something different. Very appropriate for a mage. And we'll sell off some of this junky extra armor. 1 gold, 2 gold, 4 gold. That's pretty... not even worth keeping. And no sense in selling him that. The leather is really expensive, so that's unfortunate. I'm probably going to have to hunt a wolf to actually be able to afford the gear that I need, which is too bad. Alright, Captain. Let's have a word about this.
Come on. Those rebels better not try coming to Hafengar.
Captain, Angela sent me to ask about her daughter.
Generally posting information you need to know only.
Well, that's fine, but Angela needs to know.
I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Well, I'm not a persuasive individual. You know what? Tell me about her daughter. That's an order, Captain.
Yes, sir. But though I'm not sure you'll be happy to know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
Chicken. You should have told her yourself. Alright. Let's go back and tell Angeline the bad news. And, maybe do a bit more crafting.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Got something for just about everybody in here.
All right,
Holler if you
Angelina.
have any questions. It's good to see a fresh face.
I have some
You
news
wouldn't
about your
have
daughter.
happened to come from Whiterun, would you? You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say?
Angela, Miss Murad, your daughter is dead.
I told her. I told her the Imperial Army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
I am sorry about that. Alright, let's just check that trading thing I mentioned.
Welcome to Angela's Aromatics. Can I help you with... so you're an alchemist then?
Alright, so that potion that I was going to sell was the poison of... Yeah? I think that's a 2 gold difference. I'd have to go double check. So that's the only one we need to sell. None of these potions are going to kill me. Okay. I am going to wrap up this episode
Don't forget
here.
me next time you need
What I
herbs
will
and
do off
potions.
screen is quickly gather up all these things that she'll let me do. Do a bit more crafting. Oh, and I'll also going to quickly check out all of her books, because it enriches my speechcraft just a bit, which will be useful in the long run. And then I'll pick up with you out front in front of Angelina's, and we'll see what we want to do next. So, with that,
If you're looking
I will
for
wish you
potions,
all
should
a
talk to
fine
my
evening,
aunt, Angeline
and
Merard.
Vivian,
I will
could you check out supplies of mandrake?
I will talk to you all
Which
in the
one is
next
that again?
episode. Bye for now.
It's the root